Hi everyone. Today we're going to learn how to use the content section to your D2L website. It's really essential that you set up the content correctly um, and that it's in a logical manner. So I'll just show you what my course looks like and how I've set up my content. So you don't necessarily have to do it this way, but if I click on content, you'll see that I have all of my major units. I've got like the little introductory thing here. And then I've got each one of my units listed. And when I click on a unit, it expands to show you all the different activities. Now, the activities aren't necessarily just a one period lesson. It could be 5 periods, it could be 1 period. But it's one particular activity that they're doing. So the name of the activity is here, and then all the things that are required. So a reading or a link to, for instance, a slideshow, are all within the activity folder. You'll notice that there's this little I with a slash through it. It's very important that you understand how to turn this on and off. You'll see up here the visibility. That means that these two are not visible to students, but these two are visible to students. So sometimes you're going to want to control what students can see. You might, for instance, even have an answer sheet in there. I've got answer sheets inside of my D2L website, so I can go find it. And but the students can't see those answer sheets that are in there. So you can reorganize your units. For instance, I know that my second semester class does um, the units in a different order, so it's very easy to move things now. You just simply click on the little thing beside it and drag, and you can move it to a different spot, and there you go. Or just move it back. So, how do we create the content? Well, once again, don't forget that there's all sorts of step-by-step tutorials in here. If you go back into where is it? Into here, there's a whole section on all the different ways that you can get content into your website. I'm just going to go over a couple of basic things and send you on your way. So I'm going to create a new unit. I'm just going to call this unit X practice. And you'll notice that it defaults to being hidden here. So I don't want it to be hidden. So I'm going to turn it so that it's visible. And I'll click save. And you'll see it's at the bottom of my list of units. I'm just going to drag it up here. There we go. And I'm going to have my first activity. I'm going to, I want to create a new, in this case, a new lesson. And I'm going to call it activity 1 atmosphere. Now, I might put a description in here. You don't really have to put anything in there, but once again, I'm going to turn it so that it's visible. And now I want to go grab all the files that are associated with this activity. So for instance, perhaps I've got something in my Google Drive. So in that case, it's existing. So I'm going to add an existing thing from my Google Drive. And it's going to be, I don't know, school geography. Just pick something quick here. There we are. So this is a slideshow. And when I click on here, you'll now see that that slideshow is sitting in here. Now I want to make sure that the share settings are anyone with a link. Otherwise, I find that if it's restricted to people from just the DSBN, students go home, they don't log in using their DSBN credentials, and then they can't read it. And they're sending the emails and so on. So I like to change the share settings to all of mine to anyone with a link so that they can find it. Let's say I've created a Screencastify video. So up here I've got my little Screencastify thing, and I've just made this video. If I want to go find that, it's sitting in my Google Drive also. So I go to my Google Drive, and I've got my Screencastify videos in with my school stuff. There it is, Screencastify. I've made a few videos over the years, so anyway, whatever, I'll pick this one. So it says here, this file is private, change permissions so that anyone can view with link. That sounds great. And now I've got that video in there. Now let's say there's something from my home computer. So it's sitting as a file on my computer. In that case, when I click on add existing, you'll see down here, drag and drop. I can just simply go grab a file and drag it over and drop it onto that spot, and voila, I've got my nutrient cycle PDF sitting in there. Now you'll notice it's hidden, so I'm just going to change it so that it's visible. So that's how you can put material into your content section, so that when you create a new announcement, I'm just going to create a new announcement here. Very easy for me to link material that's sitting in my content. So I'm going to go find, where I was at, practice, activity 1, and there we go. There's the lesson. So it's going to make it really easy for the students when they log into the class website. There's today's announcement, and they can just simply click, and that will take them to the content. And there's the lesson that they're supposed to be reading over today. So that's just a quick overview. I love for you to go through and take a look at all these great things in here. In particular, you want to see how to copy material over from the ministry, because I must admit, for instance, I would say there's only 3 or 4 lessons that I like from the ministry content, but those 3 or 4 lessons were golden. They were great. And why would I reinvent them and retype them out and so on? Find a ministry course that's similar to your course, and see if you can copy over one activity or an entire unit into your own personal classroom. Eventually, what you're going to be doing is copying over material from your previous years. So, for instance, when I teach, for instance, this 1P course again, what I want to do is I want to copy all of the content from this year and put it into my my newest classroom. So I'll let you get at it today. And once again, if you have any questions, feel free to talk to me on the online chat.